A lot of times we're very happy and comfortable with home style food, isn't it? But once in a while, we all like to break away from that and make something restaurant style. Well, today on that note, let me show you Shahi Paneer. Let's begin with heating the pan on high flame to begin with and add in some oil. Allow this to heat well. While the oil is just kind of beginning to heat up, let's add in some whole spices, beginning with bay leaf, a stick of cinnamon, black cardamom, star anise, some peppercorns and cloves. Very basic, very simple. Moving on to some roughly cut onions. Well, in the restaurants and hotels, actually, we make a lot of these gravies in bulk and keep them ready. This one is actually a combination of the yellow gravy and the makhani gravy. Well, literally if you're using that in combination, but otherwise, if you want to begin from scratch, that's the recipe. Well, in the description box below, there is a link of the recipes that I've actually shown you last time. It has yellow gravy, makhani and white gravy. Remember that. The onions are kind of sauteed and ready. Let's add in the paste of ginger, garlic and green chilli. Along with this, I'm also going to add in tomatoes which are roughly cut. Saute this for a while, and to this I'm going to add in all the powder spices, beginning with turmeric, followed by Garam Masala, and finally coriander powder. Mix this well. And to this, let's add in water and allow this to simmer covered for at least 20 to 30 minutes. It's been 20 minutes and by now the tomatoes and onions would have become nice and mushy. With this, off goes the flame, and this is the perfect time to pull out all the whole spices. Well, at least try to pull out all the big spices because you do not kind of really need them. You can let the peppercorns and cloves be in right there. The next step is to cool this down completely and grind this into a fine and smooth paste. That paste needs to be run through a strainer into a finer paste. So let's get that ready. With this, our Shahi Paneer gravy, or rather the yellow gravy, is done and ready. Let's move on to heating a pan on high flame, and to this I'm adding in oil. Well, you can also add in butter at this stage. While the oil is just kind of beginning to heat up, I'm going to add in some green cardamom. Just kind of open the pod like so. With this, I'm also adding in red chili powder, and this one is the one that gives you nice color and flavor. Well, the rogan or the oil that you see that precipitates on top of any gravy or any dish is created like this. Increase the flame moderately and allow the chili just to kind of begin cooking. You do not need to burn it or overcook it because that's going to completely spoil, one, the taste of the rogan, and two, the taste of the Shahi Paneer. Once you start feeling that the oil has kind of just begun to release its aroma, I'm going to add in the yellow gravy. Stir this well. The aromas have already kind of begun exactly the way you would find in a restaurant kitchen. To this, I'm adding in cream. I'm keeping a little aside because of course we need to finish this also with cream. And to this, I'm also adding in some yogurt or curds. Mix this well. You can of course adjust the consistency at this stage with some water or stock, but I think it's perfect. Let's of course add in salt. Mix this well. And one last final flavoring here is actually one of the most critical ones in Indian food, especially these gravies, and that is kasuri methi. I'm not crushing these. Of course, these are toasted, but I'm not crushing these because I want that bite while you eat this. And finally, the ingredient that actually defines this entire gravy, and that is paneer. At this stage, need to rest the paneer in this and allow it to simmer for around 2 minutes on moderate flame. With this, finally, when Shahi Paneer is ready to go on the table, have a generous spoonful of cream, and with this, your Shahi Paneer is done and ready. And trust me, this goes amazingly well with butter naan or lachas. On that note, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to Rajshri Food.